especially with him, because all he does, he's like the American fucking, he's like the American Chimaev. So,
but I get it. If he wants to fight me, then run it. I don't give a fuck. But I would like to fight DDP because I feel like that would get me to the fucking belt guaranteed. You know what I mean?
Welcome to the Weighing In Podcast. We have a very special guest tonight. My man, Mr. Fluffy. Mr. Fluffy, how you doing? Anthony Hernandez, thanks for joining me tonight, brother.
Dude, what's up? It's fucking, it's good, man. I'm doing a lot better now. It's like I'm finally been training again, so that's fucking great to be back on the mats, kind of going crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but no,
anytime you're dealing with injuries, right? You get the itch, especially when you're right there at the very top, just sniffing the title shot right there. You just want to get healthy as fast as you can.
No, for sure. But I mean, everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? I'm just believing that, and I'm just gonna get back to work as I was trying to. You know what I mean?
Anthony, there's got to be something inside you right now that's kind of eating you up a little bit. You fought Brendan Allen twice. You know, this was kind of a number one contender shot against RDR, and kind of whoever wins this fight, there's a good chance would have been fighting for the title next. You know, kind of just, how do you feel seeing Brendan Allen step into your position?
I mean, dude, I like Brendan Allen as a person, so like, dude, if he gets that shot and shuts the hype down, then it looks better for me too, I think, you know what I mean? And good for him because like I like Brendan Allen, you know what I mean? I like everyone's hella cool in the game so far that I've met. And it is what it is. But I think it's gonna be a fucking very fun fight because both of them come to fucking bang. And like Brendan Allen's a fast little fucking like he hits hard, and like the other dude, he's awkward and like big and lanky, but like I don't know. Brandon Allen's got good grappling, and the other guy's got good grappling. So I'm like, as a fan, I really do want to see this fight.
When you were training for RDR, what were kind of the takeaways that you kind of could see now from Brent after fighting Brendan Allen twice, and then you're training for RDR? How do you see that matchup kind of coming down?
Well, I mean, if he comes up and fights the same way he fought the last Southpaw, he fought who's the Italian guy? Marvin.
Marvin
So he looked really good in that fight. I mean, if he can keep it on the feet and do some shit like that again, I think the favors in Brendan Allen. He's fucking tricky and he's tough. He's fast. But RDR is a tough motherfucker, and that fool comes forward like no matter what. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I'm excited to see how it goes.
He's almost very reckless, almost like as if he just doesn't care. And he also too, when he got hit, we got clipped by Robert Whitaker. He seemed to even like not to care whether he got hit from the bottom, any of those things. Like Robert jumped right on top, was able to land some big shots from the top.
No,
Brendan Allen's not one of those guys you really want on top of you either, being able to posture up and land shots like Robert Whitaker did.
No, for sure. He cut my fucking eyebrow. For sure. He's definitely not someone you want on top. But I think it's gonna be a very fucking good fight. Like I'm looking forward to watching it.
How do you think Brennan's going to be able to get past the RDR's like long limbs? I mean, that's kind of where everyone's had a problem with him. You know, he fought at 185 and won, became the champion there. He was the 205-pound champ there and won as well. Then he went up to heavyweight, struggled, to win the heavyweight title, didn't win it. But bottom line is everyone has a hard time with him because he has that tall, long, lanky body style and doesn't care if he goes to the ground, the knees and elbows. He kind of grimy in that clinch area, which you are as well. How does someone like Brendan Allen deal with that though?
I think he keeps him at his distance, and if he can keep him on the outside and stay fast with him, I think Brendan's fucking quick. You know what I mean? He gets in trouble when he lets you grab him, and then it gets bad. But he's got good ass wrestling and shit. He has good reversals, so I don't know. The other guy, RDR, has really good fucking he throws up like triangles and like he's got long legs and he has that kind of has that like Gumby style attacks of jiu-jitsu. He kind of so you got to be careful. But Allen's fucking got really good jiu-jitsu, so I don't think he's fucking tough. I fought him and he's hard to finish. You know what I mean? I don't see him just getting caught in the choke or some shit. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be a fucking war, and I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think whoever is in the better shape will get that.
Sounds like you have a lot of respect for both these guys.
No, for sure. They're both hella cool dudes. You know what I mean? I've talked to them and fucking shook their hand. And I got no issue with them. Like at the end of the day, when the fucking cage door closes. I signed the waiver, you signed the waiver, let the best man win, bro.
It's funny. I would have thought that you would have been one of those guys, like when I see you around the week of the fight, like, nah, stay away from me. I don't know why I had that perception. Maybe it's just because like I know I've fought Nate Diaz and I've been around Nick Diaz. We came up together kind of thing, and the whole scrap pack in that Northern California area. Like we saw each other when we weren't scheduled to fight. We were all cool. What's up, man? How you doing? You know, let's get some drinks. It was, but when there was a fight going on, when I was fighting Gilbert, Nate was like, "Don't talk to me, man. We're not boys right now." And then when I was fighting Nate, Gil be like, "Don't talk to me, man. We're not boys right now." It's like it was a weird. But for me, I always got the feeling like you're someone that just kind of walks around like, I don't need to be anyone's friend. I'm just here to fuck shit up. And so,
But basically, that's how I feel for sure in the cage. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like I really don't give a fuck if you fucking kill me. Whatever, it is what it is. But I'm gonna bring that same energy. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna try to take your fucking head off. So whatever. But no, it's nothing personal. You know what I mean? It's just violence.
if you have to pick a winner, how do you see who you picking, and how do you see it going down?
Man, I'm not very good at these picks. Last time I did the fucking pick with DDP, got fucked. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm just gonna watch this one, man. I'm not gonna pick because like no matter how it goes, I think it's gonna be a fun fight to watch. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And I like both guys, and like however it goes, I really like. I wish them both the best. They both got families, so you know what I mean.
Yeah. So how like I guess for me, when I'm looking at you and take a look back at your career, you know, you had the loss to Kevin Holland.
Mhm.
And right after that, you rattle off 8 straight. And you're still, you know, you've what 6 of the 8, I believe, are finishes by submission. Like, what was it about that Kevin Holland fight that kind of changed your mentality? Because you seem like a lot different fighter coming in. Like
Yeah.
you fought Vieira and got
Mhm.
the submission, and then everything just seemed like it was in your favor after that. The mentality changed, life changed. Was there something in your life that changed the way you were thinking about fighting? What was it?
No, man, like I always thought like I had that it factor to be the champion and shit, man. But like there was like a point in my life where like my dad is my best friend died, and that shit kind of like threw me off the fucking deep end a little bit. And then it took me getting my head out of my ass a little bit. And then like I tried taking fights for money because I was like I had nowhere to go and I was living in a trailer and like I was 6 of us in a trailer off grid and it's fucking rough, you know what I mean? So like shit happens, it is what it is. I hit a rough patch in life and I was trying to fight like when I was hurt and shit. And then after that I was like, man, fuck this shit. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right and I'm gonna do it like with my fucking pride, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna go in there hurt. I'm gonna go in there with the fucking best version of myself and I'm gonna fucking lay it down. And ever since then I made that fucking pact to myself and like the Brandon Allen fight, I probably shouldn't have fought because I fucking had like separated ribs and I had a fucking ear infection. But I was like, man, I'll get him again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Besides that one, like I've only fought and like not hurt, and like when I can actually put in work for a good camp. And like so far, that's been like the only difference. It was like I've always believed in myself. There's no like. And that's probably the issue sometimes. Is I believe myself too much, and I'll go in there half-ass hurt and shit, and be like, whatever.
Yeah.
Because like 9 times out of 10, I'm okay with most people. You know what I mean? So I take my chances sometimes too often.
I lost my dad at a very young age, and I was actually scheduled to fight Dwayne Ludwig literally like 10 days later. And so,
Oh, shit.
and I ended up taking the fight and I'm getting the win over Dwayne. But yeah, I lost my dad just suddenly too. So I understand what you're going through, man. It was a very life changing situation. So it's one of those situations where you like start reevaluating your life. Like,
No, yeah.
okay, I know I've got this in me, you know, and you can tell by
Yeah.
the way after the Kevin Holland fight, the way I've seen you fight, you have just changed and elevated your game in so many different ways. Not just your like your fucking balls like coming forward and putting pressure, but literally like your emphasis on making sure that your conditioning is on point, not just recklessly out there fighting, but putting the grind on, getting after it, chasing submissions, trying to get the finish. Everything about you after the Kevin Holland fight, so I was wondering what was it that got your life turned around? What was it that really made you focus on, you know, on what the goal was? And the goal was, why am I doing this if I don't want to try to be the best? And I could see exactly everything that you were going through and not even knowing you know, like
Yeah.
literally like I just hit you up the other day and said, hey, let's film. And you said, yeah. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like we've never ran into each, like we've said, I
No.
think I've asked you. That's it. Like, you know, but man, the Adolfo Vieira fight really got me. I was like, this kid, he's got something, man. He's got something. And then sure enough, you rattled off 8. And it's huge. It's huge. And just you've got to be feeling some satisfaction in life right now, knowing that you're one fight away for potential title shot?
No, I feel good, but I'm just like I'm kind of pissed off at myself because I let that shit take so long. You know what I mean? Like I could have like it's just one of those moments where you're like, you fucking dumbass, why didn't you just why didn't you just do it right the first time? You know what I mean? But like shit happens. I've never been perfect, so fuck it. You know what I mean? Just run it.
Yeah,
And like
none of us have been that way. We've never been perfect. Sometimes we just need a little kick in the ass, you
no,
know?
straight up.
That's really what it is. Has I was reading up on, the injury, and you didn't tell me. I'm not gonna ask, and I know we're
Yeah.
trying to keep it quiet. It is what it is. And but I mean, how are you feeling right now? I know you said you're back to training. Are you 100% back to training? Are we looking at like before the end of the year if we possibly can get on a card, or early next year? What are we looking at?
Ideally, like honestly, where I've started like training and shit, I've just started last week. I started sparring for the first time back, and they're like, "All right, you feel good? Nothing's hurting, like nothing's in pain." They're like, "Let's go ahead and ease into sparring, and then we'll go from there." And
Mhm.
like I did my first sparring, and like, dude, I'm fucking out of shape. Like I'm fucking 5 weeks off, bro. Like of not training and like actually rehabbing and shit. That shit's fucking and it, like once you, I mean, you grab someone after 5 weeks of not training, you're fucking so out of shape. I'm like, I need to get back in shape. I mean, I need to get in fight shape. What I consider fight shape. And I've already been doing my hill work and like running and shit. I feel good. Like I feel good again. But I feel stupid ass tight because like I haven't been doing like kicks and shit. I haven't been doing like a lot of motion. So like I just need these next. I feel like next week and this week is I just got to keep opening my body and I think I can get my ass back in camp and hopefully like early next year ideally would be dope. I heard there's like a card in LA, right?
Yeah, that's what we're hearing. So they're saying
So
probably January or February, I think, is the card in LA.
that
That's
would
what,
be fucking perfect. That would give me enough time to like beat anyone in the world. So
yeah. Um, have you had any conversation with the UFC about potential opponents? Are they waiting to see who wins this fight? I mean, is there nothing?
this was just like they told me get healthy and then hit him back up. And then like this week is literally uh fucking it's Tuesday, so
Yeah.
it's my second day back of this week training. It's like and I'm still like out of shape. So you know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to open everything back up and get everything going again.
Yeah,
And
it's always tough that first week. Maybe it's maybe two. I mean, you've been off for 5 weeks, but sometimes your body just needs that full rest. Like you were saying, you came off the Delize fight and you were like, "Let's go! I'm ready to do it again." And
yeah.
your body's like, "No, we're not ready to do this again. we need a
Yeah.
little bit of a break. Let's dial
Yeah.
it back." And your body will speak to you, and
No,
maybe
for
you're
sure.
needed this and end up moving forward. But I do want to ask you about the DDP and Khamzat fight because you did pick DDP. You thought maybe he
Yeah.
would get it done. Just more of a scrappy kind of guy, right? But he had no
Oh
answers for
yes.
wrestling. But when you take a look at Khamzat, what do you see in him that makes him so good? Besides the wrestling, what about him makes him good besides the wrestling?
I mean, that's all I really see, to be honest. That's all I've like seen, to be honest. Like he showed his striking with the Gilbert, and I don't think it was the greatest.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that'd be a very fun fight. His best thing is his wrestling. You let him connect his hands, and then it's fucking nightmare from there. Um, I think I'm not saying he'd be a fucking easy fight. It'd be a fucking hard fight, and it'd be a fun fight. But like, it'd be a very boring fight, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like those kind of guys, when you fight those kind of guys, it's fucking boring as shit.
Yeah.
It's like guys that want to like lay on you and shit. Like, I mean, I get it. I do it too sometimes when I'm tired. You know what I mean? Like, it happens to the best of us. But like, he's a really good fucking wrestler. So obviously, it would be like, I think it'd be a fucking fun fight, and I would love to go show the world that. So, however the fuck, whoever it is next that's gonna get me there, I'm excited for it.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I was talking with one of my other buddies and I was like, hey, like for me personally, and that when I found out you pulled out of the fight, I was like, all right, well, Brendan Allen's gonna step in. If Brendan gets it done, I mean, like they may have him fight somebody else before he gets a title shot, or does he just leapfrog right to Khamzat? If RDR wins, for sure he's going right to Khamzat. I mean, it seems
Yeah,
like the natural path. It would have been you or him going right to Khamzat.
yeah,
If RDR wins, are you looking? I would imagine because I'm over here trying to play matchmaker. I'd love to see you and DDP fight because the two of you guys just
bro.
throw caution to the wind. You guys both walk forward. You both like heavy shots. You both can grapple a little bit. Like you've got great and fantastic grappling and wrestling. But the way you put your combinations together with your wrestling, dangerous for anyone. And Hamza, or not Hamza, but DDP just kind of throws caution to the wind. He's like, let's just
Yeah,
fight.
he's a fucking dog. No, I give him respect. I would love that fight, man. I would love to give the people the title fight they wanted. You know what I mean? Instead of fucking watching him get rode out. I
Yeah.
thought he had more like wrestling defense, to be honest, because like you've seen him get up against other guys and shit. But a lot of the shit he did was kind of like kind of looked like big guy shit, like super big, strong guy shit, like where he
Mhm.
explode and you can kind of get out. You know what I mean? There was no continuous flow to his like grappling sequences on defense wise.
Mhm.
Um, but I think that'd be a fun ass fight, man. And like I would love to mix it up with him and show a fucking MMA fight against the world. You know what I mean? That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
I felt like he let a lot. Like there was moments where he could have done a little bit more. Like he let a lot of the rounds slip away by just sitting on his knees against the fence, not taking any damage, but
No,
not
he
really.
didn't move, didn't do nothing. Yeah, no. Yeah, he kind of just waited. I mean, I get it. You feel kind of strong in that position, but that's not a weight area. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's a move now. That's that's a fucking you got to flow now and get those hands unlocked.
Yeah, especially
Uh,
when you're wrestling any of those guys, you know, from that area, they can wrestle, they can hang on the hips, they can do a really good job of just taking time away.
no,
And just I'm surprised there wasn't more not more influence, but more pressure from his coaches and corners to like, hey man, light a fighter in his ass. You gotta go or you're gonna lose this title. I never saw that. It was like, hey, like, what do you like? Come on, you know, this is it. Like,
yeah,
no, our title's getting slipped away here. So when I look at Khamzat though, there's so much hype around him. There's so much, you know, so many people talking about he's unbeatable, his dominant performance over DDP. I mean, who do you think? And I'm not going to say, I don't want you to say you because your natural reaction is to say, yeah, for sure, I can
yeah.
fucking beat him. So, but give me somebody else in this weight class at 185 pounds that gives him a hard go. Who are other guys in our weight class that could really compete with him in your weight class?
Honestly, I think fucking. I mean, dude, fuck, I really don't know the division like that well. But who mixes it up pretty well?
So you got DDP just showed he can't stop takedowns against Hernandez.
Yeah,
You got Nasruddin Imamov, who's number 2. You got Sean Strickland,
his
number
wrestling's
3.
gotten a lot better, but
Yeah.
it's. I don't know. Brandon Allen put him on his back way too easy
Mhm.
in round 1, so I
Yeah.
don't see against Kazmat that you're not gonna get it. Like once you give him that once, he's gonna get it again.
Yeah.
Uh,
And there's the history between Khamzat and Sean Strickland. There's that little beef and that little, you know, like they trained
that'd
each
be a
other. They've had a
That'd be
little
a
back and
fun one,
forth.
but he's like he had a similar showing like where he got taken down by DDP, you know what I mean? And DDP had none of that against Kazmat, so I don't know how that plays out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then basically we get right to you
I don't
because like
know. But
Izzy,
it's
I don't think
styles make fights. Styles make fights, so you never know, you know what I mean? Like fucking I don't know. Strickland could go in there and maybe he has some secret sauce. I don't know. You know what I mean? Or fucking, there was someone else I was thinking. RDR, he's awkward off his back and like he throws shit up there. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that could be exciting to watch too, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
the knees from RDR are really dangerous because
they
anytime you
are.
get within that range, that he knows to knee that liver side. He doesn't really need the far side. He always needs
No,
that liver
yeah.
side as he steps in with long range punches.
Southpaw. Yep.
He knows exactly what he's doing when it
No,
comes
for
to throwing
sure.
those knees.
For
So
sure.
very impressive. But I'm gonna go down this list here. You go ahead and give me some guys. If there's any guys, let me just hear. So you got Izzy that's there, Kai Bahalo, Whitaker, Brendan Allen. You got MVP. You've got Cannonier, Delidze, Paulo Costa, Vittori. Any of those guys. Joe Pfeiffer now is in the top 15 right now. Like, how do you
I've
think
heard
someone
really
like
good.
he's tough, man?
He's really good.
Strong, big
He's
power.
really good.
He's got
He's
some
well
good
rounded as
wrestling.
well. Yeah. I would like to see that too. Shit. That would be a good one to see. And then there was someone else you said that fuck. Fuck.
Yeah, you got
There's
MVP. You got Paulo Costa
no,
would be a Paulo Costa is always explosive. He's got decent takedown defense, got heavy hands. You know, he's just a very
yeah.
explosive fighter. And him and Khamzat have some beef as well because I guess Khamzat was DMing his girl.
That's wild.
Oh, geez, man.
Yeah. I
Khamzat
don't
taking it to the
know.
next level.
I
Oh
don't
man.
know. I would like to fight him though. I don't know.
No, I understand. Like I look, I think what they're gonna have end up going on is if RDR does win, he's gonna probably end up getting the automatic title shot. But I could see you
Mhm.
being offered, you know, probably either the Strickland fight, you know, or being offered the DDP fight. So I mean, out of those two guys, who would you like to fight?
I would like to fight DDP because he
Yeah,
did a lot of like really good shit as a champion. You know what I mean? He beat a lot of really big name guys and shit. So I think that if you beat him, that kind of takes that. You know what I mean? Like it would be like a good champion to beat, like a proven champion, I think, or a once proven champion. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I really
The
like that.
the co-main event also has someone that you fought in Kevin Holland, and you have this young kid named Mike Malott that's coming up. How
I
do you
know, I
see
love
that?
Mike.
You
Mike's
like
my
Mike?
boy.
Talk
That's
to
my
me.
boy.
What about him do you like, and how'd you guys become boys?
Good ass people. He used to train at Alpha Male a long time ago, and like we used to we have this grappling like little squad of we call it like grappler boys because like everyone at Alpha Male is hella tiny, so like we got to bring in like other guys. You know what I mean? My boy
Yeah.
Loader's out of there, so we have like a group of guys that all meet up, and like he's part of that.
Mm.
Uh,
What about
Yeah.
what about him? You think because you fought Kevin Holland? What about him? Do you think gives Kevin Holland some problems?
Fucking A. They're both very fast, man. I've gone with both of them. They're both super fast. And then I've never grappled with Holland because he beat my ass. And then Mallet's fucking really good on the ground.
Yeah.
He's really fucking good on the ground. So honestly, I really like. I don't know how that fight. Like, they're both fucking really good. Like, you watch the Magny fight because I would think Magny has a similar body style to kind of Kev. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He did a really good job of chopping the legs and stuff. But Kevin's fucking really fast. But so is fucking Mallet. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a very good fight, and like no matter how that fight goes, I'm happy to see it, and they both end up okay.
Yeah, I mean, you got Mike Malott is someone who obviously younger in age, but coming up had a little what about a year ago had a little hiccup. You know,
Yeah.
I'll get him right in the ship right now. And you've got Kevin Holland, who's been a little bit of up and down, you know, as of
Yeah.
lately, but really exploded on the scene with like fight after fight after fight. UFC loves
He
that, you know that.
fucking fights anybody. Yeah, you know, like he's one of those guys that's like always ready all the time type of
Yeah.
dude.
I live in the
Um,
Dallas area and I see him at like Fury fights all the time. He's always out rocking, you know, and chasing the action around here in the DFW area. So super cool guy, man. Energetic,
yeah.
fun to be around. So I'm gonna run through this main card here a little bit. A couple fights I wanted to ask you about. Like how I know we talked a little bit off air before we came on though. I've got Marlon Vera, Chito Vera against Ayman Zahabi. Zahabi, you know, very good stand-up guy. You know, he's got a Taekwondo style stand-up, and you got Marlon Vera, who's just got a granite of a chin, who's fought the who's who of everybody, man. Just a fun fighter, just all-around fun fighter. I mean, like, do you like this fight? How do you see this fight going?
I don't even know who the other guy is, but as far as Marlon, I smoked with him not too long ago in Chicago. I really like the guy. He's cool as fuck, so I'm hoping for him. You know what I mean? Like,
man, bro.
he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. I hung out with him down in LA a couple times in the Orange County area there with when was it Ruka a while back, and then yeah, super cool guy. He was good friends with my buddy Luke Rockhold, and I just saw Luke the other day at Chuck Liddell's wedding. We were at Chuck Liddell's wedding on Sunday night. So
Nice.
yeah, just a great this should be a good stand-up fight. I think both guys, neither guy's gonna really probably try to take this fight to the ground. So but before I get you out of here, there's one thing that I wanted to ask you about because Dave, can you pull it up? Sean Strickland had some words for you. Can you play this video?
Yeah, I'll play it.
I'm sure you've heard this video, but I want to get your take on it and what your thoughts are on Sean Strickland.
Sure, you're gonna be done in December and eligible to fight next year.
It's more, what do they call, man? Like, I don't want Izzy. I'm not gonna fight Izzy. It's just, I think it's an easier fight for me. But like, I want to fight that little Chechen whore. Like, I just like, so that's kind of where I'm at. I want to fight somebody like Fluffy. Fluffy puts me in title contention, especially with him, because all he does, he's like the American fucking, you know, he's like the American Chimaev. So you go and I just out wrestle that fucker for like 5 rounds, and then it's like, all right, fuck you, whore. Go beat your cans, and then let me know when you're ready. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for more fights that put me back in.
No, that shit cracked me up. But bro, it was like, what cracked me up is like, I'm like, bro, those are all your teammates. Like, how the fuck you gonna call them all cans, bro? You used them to train. Relax. But no, Sean's funny. He's wild. He's always saying we're crazy shit. Every time I see him, he says some wild ass shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's just who he is as a person. But I get it. If he wants to fight me, then run it. I don't give a fuck. But I would like to fight DDP because I feel like that would get me to the fucking belt, guaranteed. You know what I mean? But either way, I think both fights get me to the fucking belt, so I really don't care. At the end of the day, whoever the matchmakers make the fight with or call me for, I'm gonna sign the waiver and run it.
Nice. I like the Sean Strickland fight for you, man, because you know, Sean, you will stand with Sean. You'll get in the grind with him, and it'll be a dirty, grimy fight. I think on the feet and on the ground. I think you're submission wise. I think you're a notch ahead of him, but he's also very difficult to take down and hold down. You can see I don't want to say
For sure.
cat-like reflexes, but he's maneuvered his way on being able to get himself back up to his feet.
No, for sure. For sure. Either way, I don't give a fuck who it is. I think both fights would be fun. Both fights would be very bloody. And I think we both get a lot of money for those fights. So I don't give a fuck.